Hi everyone, this is a slow flow 15-minute morning yoga for hips video. It's slow and gentle, but if you need more of a warm-up, I'll put a link to one below in the description. Begin standing on your yoga mat. Feet are hip distance. Feel your weight evenly distributed on all four corners of both feet. Hands to the heart, relax your shoulders away from your ears and close your eyes. Take a deep breath in through your nose. And as you exhale through your mouth, letting go of any tension, any stress, letting your thoughts begin to fizzle away. And then begin to breathe in and out through your nose. Take a moment to set an intention for your practice today. On your next inhale, interlace your fingers and reach your arms up to the sky. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. Open your eyes. And we'll take the arms to the right and the left, just warming up the side body. So trying to feel space between the ribs. Then on your next inhale, super slowly dive forward, taking ragdoll pose. So letting the whole upper body be really heavy. Grab opposite arms. A little micro bend in the legs. And then see if you can feel your hip joints stacked over your ankles. Option to sway side to side or stay in stillness, whatever feels best for you. Let your head hang heavy, no tension in your neck. And with each exhale, feel your upper body just melt more forward. On your next inhale, moving slower than you want to go, release your arms and then bend your knees so deeply that you come into garland pose. So if this is really intense for you, you can come up off the heels, so come onto your toes, whatever feels best for you. Then take your feet 45 degrees, bring the hands to the heart, and press your elbows into the legs to open up the thighs. Draw your shoulder blades toward one another for an open heart. Take your gaze eye level out in front of you. Breathe fully and deeply, maintaining that connection to your breath. On your next inhale, bring your hands down and we'll come into child's pose with the toes curled. Reach your arms out in front, breathe into the bottoms of the feet. Rest your head on the mat, feel your whole upper body be heavy. And then maybe press into your forearms to feel a little stretch in the armpits and shoulder area. Take a deep breath in. Exhale fully. And on your next inhale, rise up and come to lie down on your back. As you inhale, hug the knees into the chest. And tuck your chin slightly so you have a long neck. On your next inhale, reach up, grab hold of opposite elbows, and then set the head back down. And as you exhale, see if you can get the tailbone to come down towards the mat. So their whole spine is on the mat. As you inhale, take the hands to the tops of the shins, activate the feet, and then open up the legs. We want the whole lower body to be totally effortless. With each exhale, feel the legs being pulled by gravity down towards the ground. Breathing space and length into any tension in the thighs. And as you inhale, closing the legs and crossing the right leg over the left. Activate the feet and grab hold of the shins. And then gently pull the legs in towards the body. As you inhale, unravel the legs. Exhale, take it to the other side. Left leg crosses over right. Activate your feet and then pull gently in towards your body. As you inhale, gently release. Reach up, grab the outside edges of the feet or down by the ankles, and we'll take happy baby pose. So the knees are in towards the armpits. And then it's your option to stay in stillness or rock side to side, whatever feels best for you. Keep actively pulling the knees in, and then when you're you're ready, release. Send the feet down to the ground as close to the bum as you can. Take the feet hip distance, toes are pointed away from you, and we'll lift up, coming into bridge pose. So rock side to side so you're on the outside edges of the arms, and then press your palms together as you interlace the fingers. Press the arms into the mat, lift the chest, lift the hips. Breathe into the whole front body. And gently release. As you inhale, bring the hands underneath the thighs. As you exhale, rock up to seated. Inhale, go back. Exhale, rock up to seated. Last time. Go back, rock up. Bring the hands to the tops of the shins. Open up the knees, pull the heart forward. Let your elbows come back behind you as you look up. And then as you exhale, press the knees together, round the back. Arms are long. Breathe in between the shoulder blades. As you inhale, come forward. Heel toe the feet off the mat, sending your toes out away from you about 45 degrees. Then bring your hands in. Lean forward. Little gentle stretch for the hips here. Let your back round, let your whole upper body be really heavy. And just breathe into whatever sensations you're feeling in the hips. From here, we're going to come into frog pose, which is an intense hip opener. It's great if you are working on splits. For frog pose, I would suggest doing it as shown here so that the mat provides a little bit of padding for the knees. If you need a little bit more, you can fold your mat on either side so your knees have just a little bit more padding. You're going to keep the ankles in line with the knees and then come forward onto your forearms or maybe just your hands, or if you have a block, you can use that too. Let your whole upper body be heavy. Try to keep your butt in line with your knees as well. And just breathe into the sensation that you're feeling in your legs. This is a super intense pose, so with each exhale, just see if you can send more space into any tension you're feeling. And then when you're ready, move really slowly out of it, come back up. And come back to your mat. Come forward onto all fours, and then rise up into downward facing dog. First one of the practice, so be gentle on yourself. Make any small movements you need to with the legs. Picture the body as an upside down letter V. Shake your head for no tension in your neck. Invite your heels to come down, but don't worry if they don't get there. As you inhale, lift your right leg and spread your right toes. Then bend the right knee. Try to keep your shoulders in line. Sometimes the right shoulder tends to lift up. And from here, we'll draw circles with the right knee. So move really slowly and with control as you draw those circles and keep the toes spread. After 3 circles, switch direction. And on your next inhale, step the right foot to the front of the mat. Go slowly and use your core strength to get there. As you inhale, come onto the fingertips, look ahead for a long back. And then we'll heel toe the right foot to the right and bring the right hand to the inside. Come down onto your left knee. We're coming into lizard pose. This is really great hip opener. Works the left hip flexor. So just let your hips be heavy. You can come down onto your forearms if that works for you, or if you have a block, you can use that if you need a little bit of a modification. As you inhale, rise up, heel toe the foot back. Come onto the fingertips. And then intend to straighten that front leg, but think about having the left hip over the left knee. So you might even have to look back just to ensure that alignment's there. From here, as you exhale, melt your upper body over the right leg, seeing if maybe you can get your belly down towards the thigh. Then as you inhale, come back. Lift the right arm, look up. Open up the heart, lean back. Inhale, hand comes to the mat. Step back for plank pose and go right back into downward facing dog. Step your feet up the mat a couple of inches just to clarify your foundation. Spread your toes. Press the mat away for long armpits. Let your head hang heavy. Take your gaze towards the navel. As you inhale, pick the left leg up, spread the left toes, then bend the leg. Try to keep the shoulders in alignment as you slowly begin drawing the circles with the knee. After 3 circles, switch directions. On your next inhale, use your core strength to step the foot to the front of the mat. Make sure that knee doesn't go in front of the ankle. From here, heel toe your left foot to the left. Send the right knee down. Coming into lizard pose, take your time getting into it. And then decide your hand placement. So you can stay on your fingertips, you can come down onto the forearms, or you can use a prop like a block or a bolster to just bring the floor up for you. Let your upper body hang heavy. Press your hips forward and breathe into any tension. On the next inhale, rise up, heel toe the foot back, and intend to straighten the leg. Bring the right hip over the right knee. Point the left toes up to the sky. As you exhale, melt the belly over the thigh. As you inhale, come forward. Lift the left arm, look up, open up the heart, lean back. As you inhale, come back. Reach the hands down into the mat, lift the back leg, and step the left foot back to plank pose. From here, take chaturanga and come all the way down onto your belly. As you inhale, lift the right foot, lift your heart. Let your head go back. As you exhale, super slowly melt forward. As you inhale, pick the left foot up, peel the chest up off the mat. Let your head go back. Maybe the head and the foot touch, maybe not. It doesn't really matter. As you exhale, melt forward. On your next inhale, curl the toes and press yourself back into child's pose. Breathe into the bottoms of the feet, reach your arms forward, let your head rest and be heavy, and on your next inhale, come forward onto all fours and lift up into downward facing dog. As you inhale, come onto the toes, bend the knees, hop forward, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Feel your ankles, knees, and hips in one long line. As you inhale, rise up with a flat back. Inhale, hands to the heart. And begin to bend the knees, reach the arms out in front, and rise up onto your toes. Come down slowly until you're seated. Come to lie down. We're going to take Supta Baddha Konasana. So heel toe your feet together. Bring the bottoms of the feet to touch as you open up the knees. If you need a little support here, you can put a block under each leg. Otherwise, just stay here. No tension. Let your whole body be really heavy. Close your eyes. Close your mouth, but part your teeth. And let go of your ujjayi breath. Let yourself just breathe naturally. And we'll be here for about a minute, letting your body absorb all the good things you just did. On the next inhale, begin to wiggle your fingers and then roll over onto your right side. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, press your left hand into the ground to send yourself up into a comfortable seated position. Bring your hands to your heart, close your eyes. Just take a moment to acknowledge your practice. Thanks so much for practicing with me today. I hope you enjoyed.